you are doing too much to your hair. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be sharing with you 7 common mistakes that people are making when it comes to caring for their hair. I get people asking me for hair care advice all the time. So there are some common things that I've noticed that people are doing wrong. So today I wanted to highlight those to help those of you that are on your journeys that might be making the same mistakes or you're not getting the results you want. So hopefully you will find this video useful. But firstly, if you're new to my channel, my name is Julie, and on my channel you'll find lots of hair care tips, lots of hair care tutorials and things like that to help you on your hair journey. So if you haven't already checked out my channel, then make sure you do, and if you like what you see, then of course subscribe to my channel. Okay, so let's get straight into the 7 tips, and hopefully you will find this video useful. So tip number 1, you do not have a hair care routine. Okay, so this is one that you really absolutely need if you're going to be on a healthy hair journey. You know, your hair routine is basically your map or your guide that's going to help you to take your hair from where it is now to where you want it to be. And without a hair routine, you're literally not really going to be doing much. You're not going to know what to do in order to kind of improve the health and condition of your hair. So basically a hair routine is just action and steps, you know, and processes that you're going to be doing to take care of your hair. For example, washing your hair maybe every week, every 2 weeks, deep conditioning as well, moisturizing your hair, you know, doing scalp massages, you know, it's just little actions that you're going to be kind of applying daily, weekly, monthly and consistently. Okay, so as I said, without a hair care routine, you're literally lost. I mean, the best example to give is, imagine if you're going somewhere like a destination you've never been before, you don't know how to get there, right? And you don't have a map. Really, you have no chances of getting to that destination. It's the exact same thing with a hair routine. You need to know what steps you're going to be putting in place to help you to achieve your goals. And if you don't have a hair routine, you're literally just going to be going around in circles, not knowing what to do and not getting any results. So tip number 2, you are not balancing your hair with both protein and moisture. So basically our hair needs a balance of both protein and moisture, because having both of those helps to balance the elasticity within the hair strands. So basically the elasticity is what allows our hair to stretch and return back to its original length without breaking when we're combing and washing our hair and styling and all that stuff. So when your hair is kind of lacking either moisture or protein, then it's going to cause breakage. So for example, let's say you've been like using lots of moisture, okay? You can get to a point where you've got hydral fatigue, which is moisture overload, and you'll find that your hair strands will be very, very stretchy. So if you pull your strands, they will stretch until it snaps off. So that means you've got too much moisture and you need to kind of incorporate protein to balance it out. But if you've got too much protein overload, you'll find that your hair strands have no elasticity. So basically you'll pull it and it will snap instantly. Okay, so you need to have a balance of both so that your hair, as I said, will stretch and return back to its original length without breaking. So you need to make sure that you are kind of, you know, using both of those. I tend to use a light protein conditioner, which consists of both protein and moisture, so you get that both in the product. I'll put some of the products that I use in the description box to give you some ideas on what you can use. And also I do have another video as well, which is called Protein and Moisture 101, which really goes into a lot of detail about, you know, kind of explaining what protein and moisture is all about for those of you that are kind of new to this and not too sure. So make sure you check that out, because it does kind of suggest a lot of different products that you can use as well. And, you know, I kind of share, you know, all different kinds of deep conditioners, you know, protein, light protein, heavy, light, that kind of helps to deal with all sorts of breakage if you're experiencing that. And there's also lots of moisturizing conditioners as well. Which leads me on to my next tip, which is tip number 3. You are not moisturizing your hair. Okay, so when it comes to moisturizing your hair, you need to make sure that you are moisturizing your entire hair, not just certain parts of your hair. And, you know, if you're kind of just moisturizing the front and the back and you're missing out the middle areas of your hair, you'll find that when you are styling your hair, you're combing it, those dry areas are obviously going to end up breaking because they're not receiving moisture. So the best way to moisturize your hair is basically to kind of section up your hair into sections. Like I always section my hair into 4, and then I'll do 1 quarter at a time and break down each quarter into either smaller sections, and then make sure that every single section of my hair is well moisturized. As I said, if you don't break down down the hair in sections and do it properly, then you will have areas of your hair that are dry, and if they're continuously dry, your hair will keep breaking. So you need to make sure that you're moisturizing your hair regularly, because basically our hair is naturally dry, as I mentioned earlier, because of the natural oils in our scalp known as sebum is not able to make its way down the hair shaft. So we need to kind of help our hair by providing the moisture that it needs on a regular basis. Which brings me on to my next tip number 4. You are using oils to moisturize your hair. Okay, so there is a difference between moisture and oils. Moisture is known to, obviously, like moisturizing cream or product is known to moisturize your hair, and oils are known to seal the moisture into your hair, okay? Now, some people are using oils like sealing oils, okay? Oils that are just not actually moisturizing your hair, okay? So you're kind of putting it on your hair and your hair is feeling really, really dry, probably drier than when you first started off with. Again, you can't use oils to moisturize your hair, okay? In saying that, however, though, there are penetrating oils, and these are oils that have a smaller molecule structure which is able to penetrate the hair shaft, okay? And some of these oils are coconut oil, olive oil and avocado oil, okay? Those are the ones that I'm aware of, and they are known to be moisturizing oils. In saying that, however, you know, you always want to make sure that if you are moisturizing your hair, that you are using a moisturizer that contains water as the first ingredient. And then after that, if you want to, you can then go in with an oil on top. That's probably your best bet, especially if you are using oils and it's not doing anything for your hair. So make sure that you are not using oils on its own, because as I said, it's just not going to moisturize your hair. So you want to make sure that you're actually using a moisturizing product. So tip number 5, you are over manipulating your hair. Okay, so our hair is naturally kind of fragile, so you want the best thing for our hair is kind of for it to thrive. You want to leave it alone. Our hair doesn't like to be manipulated too much, okay? So if you're someone that is kind of doing too much to your hair, you're always switching up your hairstyles every day, or you're always playing up in your hair, that is going to damage your hair, okay? So you kind of want to maybe stick to one particular hairstyle for the week, okay? So it could be like mini twist or something like that, which could last for up to maybe 3 weeks, or you might want to just rock like a simple puff style for the week, and then the following week you switch it up. Just stick to kind of minimalistic hairstyles, you know, and then that way your hair is not being kind of like, you know, kind of messed about with too much, and then obviously that will prevent your hair from breaking, because obviously if your hair is breaking, then that's affecting you from retaining length. So just keep things really simple, stick to the same hairstyles, switch up maybe a week later, so that you're just not kind of messing with your hair too much. If you're kind of after some kind of hairstyle ideas, and I do have quite a few hairstyles on my channel, again I'll put those in the description box for you to check it out as well. So tip number 6, you are doing too much to your hair, okay? So it's similar to the previous tip, but with this one I'm talking about kind of just, you know, obviously some people they really want their hair to grow and they'll try absolutely everything and anything, and sometimes it's not the best thing to do. So for example, you know, you might be trying aloe vera for massive hair growth, which is a common thing you see on YouTube. You might be trying rice water rinses, you might be trying the inversion method, or onion juices, ginger juices. There's just so many things out there, and sometimes you might be trying too many different things, you know, and you're not getting the results you want. So you kind of need to just strip it all back, you know, just kind of forget all of those things. The most important thing to do, as I mentioned at the start, is to make sure you've got a hair routine, okay? Because your hair routine will never fail you, okay? So even if you are trying some of these hair growth methods, then at least if you are trying those, they're not going to be short-lived, because you know how to take care of your hair. But if you don't know how to take care of your hair to begin with, and you're trying all these other methods to kind of grow your hair fast, it's not going to last long. So just kind of just focus on sticking to the fundamentals of caring for your hair. And if you are trying some of these methods, then just kind of try one thing at a time. You know, try rice water rinses for a couple of weeks or months and see how you get on. And if you find that doesn't work, then you can maybe try the aloe vera for massive hair growth. And I say massive hair growth because that's what you see all over YouTube, or try something else. But just give things, you know, a try separately before, you know, rather than actually trying everything all at once. And last but not least, tip number 7, you are consistently wearing protective styles. So basically, let me just start off by saying protective styles can be good for your hair. It can help you to retain length. But when you are just constantly wearing protective styles back to back and you're not kind of giving your hair some space to kind of, for you to actually nurture your hair and take care of your hair, or you're not taking care of your hair inside the protective style, then when you do take out your protective style, you'll notice that your hair's probably very dry and very brittle and your hair's breaking, and then it's kind of like you're not giving your hair the care it needs. So it's, as I said, it's okay to wear protective styles, but try and have a break in between. Give your hair maybe a week or 2 weeks break, and make sure that you are actually showing your hair some TLC, that you're washing your hair, you're deep conditioning, you're moisturizing it, and you're just kind of just letting it be free, because sometimes these protective styles as well can be like, very tight, and they can put a lot of stress and strain on your edges, and they can damage your hair. So you want to make sure that, it's just not always about protective styling, and that if you are protective styling your hair, then you want to make sure you're also moisturizing your hair in the protective style using a water-based moisturizer in a spray bottle, so that your hair is still being taken care of. So when you take it out the protective style, your hair is still thriving rather than just being dry, brittle and not healthy. Just to let you know that I do have some tutorials on how to care for your hair if you've got your hair in box braids or you've got your hair in cane rolls and you tend to wear wigs. So I'll put those videos in the description box for you to check it out, so you can kind of follow those methods to help take care of your hair. So guys, those are my 7 tips. As I said, those are the most common ones that I kind of come across. There's lots more, but I thought I'd share those ones with you. So hopefully you'll be able to identify with those and you can kind of see where you might be going wrong. If you are making any of these mistakes, let me know in the comments which one you're doing and whether you found this video helpful and what you're going to be doing to make sure you're not making those same mistakes. And as I said, everything is going to be in the description box, so if you've missed anything in this video, then just make sure you check that. All the links and obviously to the videos that I mentioned and products and stuff will be there. Okay guys, so thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up, share it with someone who may find this video useful, and also don't forget to subscribe as well. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care. Bye.